In this video, I will show you different types of maps that you can make to support visual thinking and systems thinking. There are many different types of mapping. Roughly, they can be divided into 4 categories: timelines and journeys, flows, system maps, and diagrams. For each category, there are different types of maps. Some have already been discussed in earlier modules. You can see a list of different options here. Now, I will show you examples for each category, based on different projects that were executed in collaboration with the Erasmus Medical Center in Rotterdam. First, we start with timelines. In the category of timelines, you can think of visual maps that portray use, movement, or behavior over time. These do not necessarily have to be linear. They can also be circular. An often used timeline or journey is that of a product. It shows the different stages that a product goes through, where and by whom it is used, for example. A product journey can be done at a small scale, focused on a specific part of the product use phase. Often this is then referred to as a scenario. A visual scenario can also be used to propose the use of a new product. A product journey can also be shown covering the complete value chain, from resource extraction to disposal. At last, an example of a journey can be routes of maps of movement through a hospital, for example. These are often made to identify inefficiencies. The second category, there are maps that show the flow of something through a system. This can be money, waste, resources, or information. Especially in sustainability, material flows are often used to identify hotspots. They show the material inflow and outflow of a certain system or unit. And these help to identify large waste streams. So visualizing workflows helps to understand procedures, but also to talk about the different steps involved and to make these insightful for the different stakeholders. Finally, information flows are visuals that are helpful to understand systems, especially towards understanding where an information flow is missing, but also to understand where information can be more efficiently flowing. System maps are a third category of visual maps, and they can help you to analyze the system and identify hotspots. These are often the most rich visuals. Gigamapping or system mapping are the largest and most holistic maps. They include a lot of different maps in one big map. And although they look pretty, they are not necessarily meant for communication. They are more meant for system understanding. They show the different layers of a challenge, and from the technical product all the way to the societal level. From consumers in the system towards the system scale, or from the macro level to the micro level scale. Causal loop diagrams are maps that show different relationships in a system and the effects these elements have on each other. These maps are often used to understand feedback loops and missing links. Then there are network maps. These maps show all the different actors in a system and with their relationship. Relationships such as friendship, interaction, trust, and others. These network maps are often built on large datasets. However, these network maps can also be more qualitative in nature, as shown here. Finally, there are diagrams, the fourth category. These are the most simple visuals of all. They convey numerical data or textual data in visual forms. For example, showing the amounts of waste, resource use, or impact. The lists here could be endless. However, these simple visualizations can still have a large impact in the story they tell. For example, by visualizing the resources used, visually compare categories, or just simply place different variables together in one overview. These visual diagrams can become powerful tools for communication to show current and potential impact. This was an overview of visual mapping for more sustainable products and services in hospitals. The key takeaway from this lesson is that mapping is a powerful method to bring data together, to give in-depth contextual insight, and they can help to identify overarching hotspots. Finally, the visual maps can engage others across boundaries and help to start creating solutions together. Thank you for listening.